Dalek Armada is all but useless now that Snakestaff is gone. Dalek 1 has done absolutely nothing to fight fresh since the defeat, not to mention he's allowed sour powder to wreak havoc across the cosmos.
So yeah, basically summing up what's been going on in Snakestaff Magic's absence.
Well, because Chapter 8's taking so long, I was going to write it as it's not Snakestaff taking so long, it's Dalek 1 taking so long. So that's how I put it. He's just Dalek 1's useless without someone to command him. I'm just left it as that.
I love it. I can't say why. I love it how you've done Dalek 1 has done basically nothing since Snakestaff left, and it all I can say is it fits so perfectly. I can't say why.
And I love the sort of I love what's that one line sums up what Sour Powder might be doing, because just the fact that he's supposedly wreaking havoc across the universe for whatever he's doing, just the fact that he's running wild, it's like, whoa, this is going to be cool.
I feel it would make sense since Snakestaff's not there to command him, so he's just doing his own thing now, and he's not listening to any of the Reapers. So
that's actually the one line I've had to think about, because I've got plans. I know what Sour Powder would be doing at the moment, so I've had to think about what Cameron's put here. So that's all. That's all I can say. I'm just giving little hints out.
Okay.
And even allowing Fresh to create a safe haven for his allies on the accursed island, with even a good version of Snakestaff from an alternate dimension being allowed to live there.
Once again, this is an example of cross-promotion, because that, of course, was hinting at the Tales from the Powder Pelago, where I basically try to explain my gameplays in a unique way. And of course, that was referencing Powderpia, where my Tomodachi Life gameplay takes place.
Yeah, I just wanted to get it in there because it did appear in Chapter 7, briefly.
Yeah.
So.
The Easter eggs in this are great. I love it.
If you wish, sir, I could prepare an invasion to capture the island.
It would do no good. There's a protective barrier surrounding the island, plus it wouldn't gain us anything.
And I like the fact that you said that the Powder Pelago couldn't be accessed, because that's how I imagine the Powder Pelago as well. Like, it's always hidden from the outside world, so nobody knows the precise location of where it is, and even if somebody did find it, there's a protective barrier protecting everyone who lives there.
Well, I just thought it answers the question why hadn't the Reapers or the Daleks attacked it in this entire time, because they couldn't find it, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have to say, this is quite funny, but when on my Animal Crossing island, I like to think that when I see a certain island in the distance behind mine, that's where the Powder Pelago is. So I've got a cannon aiming at it.
Yeah, you do. I've been to your island. I've seen that cannon for myself.
That's great.
So yeah, that's a little hidden joke that probably hasn't been brought up, so there you go.
We need to focus all the fleet to tracking down Fresh and his forces. Speaking of which... Sir, we've managed to track down the ship's location and its plotted course. It seems to be heading to the planet Skara. Well then, let's see if we can't beat them there first. Navigators, plot a course to Skara. I want us to be waiting for them there.
Should we inform Dalek 1 of our target, in case we need help?
No, if that incompetent Dalek won't even help me in searching for the ship, then I will ensure he gets none of the glory when I finally destroy it.
Well, looks like someone doesn't want to work alongside the Daleks.
It works well. I love this pride and rivalry that he has with Dalek 1. It's quite interesting.
Well, I feel like he's just fed up having to do everything himself. So he's like, you know what? I'm taking all the glory when I finally succeed.
So yeah,
It worked perfect.
at this point in the story, we don't know why the Reapers are so out to get the star sent, but hopefully that might be explained in the future. Like, are they from deep space, or do they originate from Earth? Who knows?
I mean, I like to think that it all stems from your April Fool's joke.
The prank.
This is the same for Reaper 35 who voiced in Chapter 6.
I've
Just
considered that as the origin story, but I feel like it doesn't have the same weight if it is.
Don't
Like,
worry,
always-
it's that the simplest and silliest of plot lines are more than welcome in this.
Well, I mean, it did start with the dawn of improvised plot lines, so I mean,
Yeah.
why not?
That's why I thought the Reaper was loyal to Snake Staff, was because he came to his aid during that. Or maybe the guy who was tricked in the April Fools went on to make some robots and they're just loyal to Snake Staff because they were built by the guy who was April Fools.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't got a proper good backstory set up yet because I can't think of one good enough that doesn't sound ridiculous with the prank.
If you ever need to talk about it, let me know and we'll try and work something out.
Work it out, yeah.
We shall do this alone, with only my own forces.
As you wish, sir.
Just realised your oh god, I gotta get the number wrong now. Is it 2117?
2217.
Yeah. They're voiced by a different person.
No, it's me, but I just talked in a posh accent and then sped it up, so you could barely make me out.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
that was well done.
Yeah, when you're a one-man band, sometimes pitching your voice up and down, suddenly you have a brand new cast.
True. I mean, Reaper 35 was made by toning it down, by slowing it down, so one's deeper and one's higher.
I feel like I need to bring this up now because I can ask that. I mean, this could go in Chapter 3, but it works here. So, you came up with the name for Skara. Every time I hear it, my brain wants to say you're saying Skaro. It's like, no, it's Skara.
Yeah, I understand, because Skaro is the home world of the Daleks in Doctor Who, and I guess I was partly inspired to name one of the planets that because, when we get to Chapter 3, I'll elaborate on that. And that was one of the best chapters we've ever experienced.
It took me a few takes to get the laugh menacing enough and echoey enough.
Nice.
This chapter is an example of how far this series has come. It went from just a little joke that I sent Dan to a 3D animated fleet. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre how it's gotten this far.
Yes. Well, hey, I mean, Microsoft was started in a garage, so who knows where this will lead. Yeah. So, yep, we'll see you guys in Chapter 3. Anything you want to bring up before we wrap up this behind the scenes for this chapter?
Apart from this took me way too long to make, but apart from that, no, I don't think so.
I'll say I'm still currently in the stance that the next video I'm going to upload on my YouTube is Chapter 8, Part 1. So no one's going to see the reactions to these videos until after that point. So I've got them saved though. That'll come.
Yep. So, yep, we'll see you in Chapter 3. Bye.
See ya.